The Essex region, like other areas, is made up of places where we live, work, gather, and play. We have a responsibility to enrich and sustain our region as a place of connected natural areas, where people are protected from flooding and erosion, a place with healthy rivers and streams, beaches we can swim in, and lakes we can fish in, greenways and trails that connect us to our landscapes and to each other, a place with productive agricultural lands, a sustainable place that's resilient and can adapt to change. 2016 was an important year for Essex Region conservation. We launched our 10-year strategic plan, which sets our priorities for the next decade. It builds on 5 main areas of focus: climate change, Great Lakes, landscapes and habitats, sustainable communities, and a strong, resilient organization. We modernized our visual identity to illustrate the strength and relationship between the Essex Region Conservation Authority and Foundation. Essex Region Conservation is an overarching concept that promotes the Windsor-Essex-Pelee Island region as the place for life. This reinforces that all elements are interconnected: our community, its environmental health, our citizens, and economy. We embrace this place and make it our home for life. IRCA continued to sustain the Place for Life in 2016. We received over 1,650 requests for review and applications for permit to protect new development from natural hazards while ensuring environmental sustainability. We also assisted Windsor, Tecumseh, and Lakeshore by mobilizing pumps, sandbags, and emergency response during the significant rainfall of September. We worked with partners to improve water and erosion control infrastructure along the Grand Maris Drain and the Bell River. The Regional Stormwater Guideline was launched to provide comprehensive technical assistance and a streamlined approach to stormwater management. Completion of this guide, in conjunction with the Intensity Duration Frequency Curve study, are important steps in developing a regional climate adaptation strategy. The Great Lakes, as our most significant natural resource, continue to be a focus. This year, IRCA implemented 88 water quality improvement projects and monitored 85 sites. Recognizing that phosphorus runoff is one of the greatest challenges facing Lake Erie, we continued important scientific work with our research partners. IRCA was one of only 4 conservation authorities in the province to administer the Great Lakes Agricultural Stewardship Priority Sub-Watershed Project. Over 47 best management practice projects were implemented in Weigel Creek, where we continue to monitor phosphorus concentrations and reductions. We also provided risk management services for municipalities to implement the policies of the Source Protection Plan. Our landscape and habitats are among the most biodiverse in Canada. And while we have planted more than 6 million trees and achieved 8.5% natural areas coverage, more action is needed to reach our target. This year, IRCA planted and distributed 101,000 trees and created over 100 acres of habitat, including 8 new wetlands. A full-service restoration program was introduced. This new turnkey operation hopes to result in more landowners wanting to participate in habitat creation projects. A prescribed burn was conducted at Hillman Marsh to revitalize the tallgrass prairie ecosystem. Later in the year, we undertook a pilot project to restore a large wetland cell by removing invasive Phragmites. We also initiated a significant project at the Spring Garden Natural Area in partnership with the Ministry of Transportation and the City of Windsor. Prairie habitat will be restored as invasive plants are removed and the native species allowed to flourish. Citizen engagement continued to be key to environmental sustainability, and this year more than 1,800 volunteers participated in 36 tree plantings, stream cleanups, invasive species removals, citizen science, and other outreach events. As urban areas grow, IRCA will need to continue to work with all partners to plan sustainable communities that reduce sprawl, are walkable, and incorporate green infrastructure. This year, we conducted natural heritage inventory work on behalf of the towns of Tecumseh and Lakeshore to aid in protecting these features through their official plans. We also drafted environmental impact assessment guidelines to help our regional municipal partners with consistency in natural heritage protection. Education and outreach are important to create sustainable communities, and this year we engaged nearly 10,000 students in outdoor and conservation education programs. We hosted the first Western Lake Erie Student Conference and provided environmental certifications to over 200 special high-skills major secondary students. We doubled capacity in our Teen Ranger program and connected nearly 300 new Canadians to nature. In our effort to ensure safety and accessibility in the Place for Life, we made shoreline improvements at the John R. Park Homestead, upgraded the ramps at our outdoor classrooms, and rebuilt the boardwalk at Copacabana Woods. Thanks to a grant through Questers International, we were able to restore the homestead's smokehouse. We also created the Waterbirds of Hillman Marsh interpretive sign to augment birding tourism. The Cipher Systems Group Greenway was constructed. This long-anticipated trail stretches 26 kilometers from the urban center of Essex to the town of Amherstburg and intersects with the existing Chrysler Canada Greenway, bringing our vision of a place connected by trails one step closer to reality. There's no question that IRCA has demonstrated significant return on investment. Over the last 10 years, we've received $26.5 million in levy funding, and in return secured more than $35 million for municipalities in the region. This is a net benefit of almost $10 million and is over and above the services we provide to improve the regional environment. The projects, programs, and priorities implemented over the past year, and in fact the past more than 4 decades, are critically important to ensuring that the Windsor-Essex-Pelee Island region is a sustainable, resilient, and vibrant place, with healthy and thriving watersheds, Great Lakes, and a green culture. That it is the place for life.